a typical dicot embryo consists of an embryonal axis and two cotyledons. The portion of embryonal axis above the level of cotyledons is epicotyle, which terminates with the plumule or stem tip, and the cylindrical portion below the level of cotyledons is hypocotyle. So below the level of cylindrical portion of the embryonal axis is the hypocotyledon, and that terminates at its lower end in the root or root tip. The root tip is covered with the root cap. So the dicot embryo consists of embryonal axis and two cotyledons. The embryonal axis above the level of cotyledon is epicotyle, which terminates with the plumule or stem tip. The cylindrical portion below the level of cotyledon is hypocotyle, that terminates at its lower end in the radical root tip. The root tip is covered with a root cap. Its lower end, the embryonal axis has the radical and a root cap enclosed in an undifferentiated sheath called the coleorhiza. And the portion of the embryonal axis above the level of attachment of scutellum is the epicotyle. Zygote give rise to the proembryo and then subsequently to the globular heart shape and mature embryo. So this is the proembryo. Then no, this is not proembryo. Zygote, proembryo, globular heart shape, and mature embryo has the suspensor cell. This one is radical. This one is plumule. This is not plumule. If it has the upper tip, some say plumule, but it is radical, and on the lower side it goes like that. So plumule, that is stem tip, and that is radical, that is root tip. These are the cotyledons, and I think this is embryonal axis, and above that it is epicotyle, and below that is the hypocotyle. So it is heart shape embryo, globular embryo, zygote. Just remember that the typical embryo has embryonal axis and cotyledons.